once again with you with a new topic, that is an ellipse. As you know, planets in our solar system revolve around the sun in elliptical orbits. An ellipse we have studied in previous lecture, that how ellipses are formed. Ellipses are obtained from the intersection of a plane with a cone. Now we will study ellipse as set of points in a plane. What is ellipse? Ellipse is the set of all points in a plane whose distance, whose sum of distances from two fixed points, sum of distances from two fixed points is always constant. Ellipse is the set of all points in a plane whose sum of distances from two fixed points is always constant, and this distance, sum of distances is greater than the distance between two fixed points. And these fixed points are called foci, plural of focus. Focus we have described in parabola also. Now understand the ellipse by an activity. Let I have taken two fixed points, F1 and F2, two fixed points, and I have taken a thread whose distance greater than the distance between two fixed points. You can see this length of thread is greater than the distance between F1 F2. So let SI, tip of the point, shows a point P, any point, and we come to the next position. Let tip of the point is Q. Similarly, if we do the activity, so what happened? Ellipse will be formed. Ellipse will be formed. F1, F2, these are fixed points, and point P, maybe Q, maybe R, there are so many points, and distances from P, F1, P, F2, P F1 plus P F2, sum of distances is equal to length of the thread. Similarly, Q F1 plus Q F2, it is the length of the thread. So length of the thread is constant. So P R F1, R F2. So P F1 plus P F2 is equal to Q F1, Q F2, or you can say RF1 plus RF2. So it is constant. As the length of thread is constant, as you can move this, they may be on this side also. That this point is S. So you can say SF1 plus SF2 is equal to the length of the thread. SF1 plus SF2, it is also same distance, constant. So what is an ellipse? Ellipse is the set of all points in a plane whose sum of distances from two fixed points is always constant, and this constant is greater than the distance between two fixed points. What are fixed points? Fixed points are foci of an ellipse. Now we will study some terms related to the ellipse. Now we are coming to the I have taken a line segment passing through two foci. Passing through foci, that means fixed points. Passing through two foci from two fixed points. And let a point C is the midpoint of F1, F2. So what we call to C, the midpoint, center, the midpoint of the line segment joining F1 and F2, joining two foci, is called center. So what is C? C is here center. Now I am coming to the next term, that is major axis. Now we have taken line segment through F1 and F2, and these endpoints are A dash. So this A dash is called major axis. So the line segment through the foci whose endpoints lie on ellipse is called major axis of ellipse. Now, as I told you that C is the center, that is midpoint of the distance between line segment between F1 and F2. Now draw a line segment perpendicular to A dash through C. Line segment through C, that means through center. A line segment perpendicular to major axis, the line segment through major axis, a line segment through C perpendicular to major axis is called minor axis. A line segment through C perpendicular to major axis is called minor axis. Or simply you can understand that AA dash is greater than BB dash. So major axis, length of major axis is greater than length of minor axis. Now next, our definition, or you can say term, is vertices. The end points of major axis. In this figure, end points are AA dash. The end points of major axis are called vertices of ellipse. Now, what term we have studied? We have studied major axis, minor axis, center and vertices. Now, length of major axis is 2a. Length of major axis 2a. And length of minor axis 2b. That means BB dash length is 2b and AA dash is 2a. And F1, F2, the distance between two foci is 2c. So length of, if we take C as origin, so the line passing through the center is lie on x-axis. That means major axis lie on x-axis. And similarly, we can say minor axis lie on y-axis. And distance between two foci I have taken 2c. So from the origin distance is c and c. So first we will find the relationship between A, B and C. What is A? Length of semi-major axis. B, length of semi-minor axis. And C will be the distance of one foci from the center. Now we will derive a relationship between A, B and C. Relationship between A, B and C. Relationship between A, B and C. What is A, B and C? A is length of semi-major axis and B is length of semi-minor axis and C is the distance from the center to one of the foci. Now let this is an ellipse whose major axis lies along x-axis and minor axis lies along y-axis and center at origin. And this is point A and point B. And C, F is the focus. Or there are two foci, you can mark F1 and F2. So, coordinate of foci is C, 0, F2 minus C, 0. And coordinate of A will be A, 0. A dash will be minus A, 0. And length of minor axis we are taking 2B. So this distance is B. So B point will be 0, B and 0, minus B. Now what we have to do? Join BF2 as this is an right triangle. Triangle O or you can say BOF2 is right triangle. BOF2 is right triangle. OF2 distance will be C. By using Pythagoras, BF2 distance will be root B square plus C square. B square plus C square. Similarly, using Pythagoras, join BF1 also. So BF1 is root B square and it is a distance. So B square plus C square. Okay. Now sum of the distances. B point lie on the ellipse. Sum of the distances from two foci is 2b square plus c square. Adding these two, 2b square plus c square. Now A point is also lie on the ellipse. So its distance from two foci is AF1 plus AF2. A is also lie on the ellipse. So sum of the distances from two foci to the A is AF1. What is AF1? OA length is A. OA is A. And OF1, this is length. So C. A plus C. What about AF2? AF2 will be OA minus OF2. So A minus C. So it is 2A. Now as per definition of the ellipse, sum of the distances remain constants. That means BF1 plus BF2 is equal to AF1 plus AF2. So twice B square plus C square is equal to twice A. Or this implies that root B square plus C square is equal to A. Or we can say B square plus C square is equal to A square. Or A square is equal to B square plus. So this is the relationship between A, B and C. length of semi-major axis, length of semi-minor axis, and distance from one of foci to the center. Now using this we will derive equation also. Now we are coming to the some special cases. Now as I have proved that a square is equal to b square plus c square, or we can say c square is equal to a square minus b square. Let b is fixed, or b is fixed. What happened? Or you can say a fixed. A is fixed. So what will be the value of c? This is a square minus b square. A is fixed. B square is a positive number. So value of c is vary from 0 to a. What happened? If a is equal to b, what happened when a is equal to b? So c square is 0. That means c is 0 if a square is equal to b square. So it is an special case of ellipse. How? If a is equal to b, this is circle, that means a equal to b, it is the radius of the circle. So c square is equal to a square minus a square 0. Circle is the special case of ellipse. Now what happened? If c is equal to a, in this relationship, if c is equal to a, so a square, this implies that b is equal to 0. B is equal to 0 means ellipse will be reduces to the line segment. Ellipse reduces to the line segment joining F1 and F2. Very important relationship, c square is equal to a square minus b square. Now, standard equation of an ellipse. Standard equation of an ellipse. We have taken ellipse S. Major axis lie on x-axis. Lie along x-axis, you can say. Center at origin. And length of major axis we have taken 2a. Length of minor axis is 2b, as we have discussed. So, such type of ellipse, standard equation is x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. In this case, origin, length of major axis 2a, length of minor axis 2b, vertices a comma 0 and minus a comma 0, two vertices, so plus minus a comma 0. Foci, that this distance is c, one of the focus f1 and f2, two foci. So coordinate of focus is c comma 0 on positive side of x-axis, and so plus minus c comma 0. Major axis, minor axis, center and foci as plus minus c comma 0, and c we can find by relationship between a, b and c. Now one more form of this ellipse is when major axis lie along y-axis. It is also called vertical form. Vertical form of ellipse. Vertical form of ellipse. X-axis, y-axis. In such case, the equation is, and minor axis, length as we have supposed to be, length of minor axis, and length of major axis as a. So x square upon b square, y square upon a square is equal to 1. Remember that a is greater than b and foci lie on major axis. So coordinate of foci will be 0 comma c and 0 comma minus c. So foci at 0, so foci lie on major axis. Always remember. Vertices, endpoints of major axis 0 comma a, 0 comma minus a. So 0 comma plus minus a. Length of major axis you can say 2a and length of minor axis 2b. Same, major axis 2a and minor axis 2b. And this form is also called vertical form. The difference is major axis lie on x-axis and in this major axis lie on y-axis. One important thing, that is term eccentricity. Eccentricity of an ellipse. What is eccentricity? Actually, eccentricity is the ratio of eccentricity of an ellipse is the ratio of distance from center to one of the foci to the distance to the length of semi-major axis. So you can say E is equal to C upon A. A, length of semi-major axis, or you can say the distance from one of the vertices, and C is the distance from the center to one of the foci. So E is equal to C upon A, eccentricity. So that's all about the ellipse. Thank you very much.